ስሜ መሬቱጂ ይባላለሁ።
My name is Mari Tuji, and I live in Kalecho Gerbi. I was born in a nearby village and came to live here when I was 22 years old to be married. I didn't know my husband before. Our marriage was arranged by his parents and my parents, our two families. We were married, and now we have 3 children. Like all the women here, I wake up early in the morning to fetch water from the river, which is very far from my house. When my children were babies, I would carry them on my back to the river with the jerry can in my hand. After fetching the water, I tied the jerry can on my back and held my baby in my arms all the way home. This is how I brought up my 3 children.
Marituji said that one of the reasons that they go early for water is that they feel that it's cleanest then. The animals usually come and use the water later on, so it disturbs the riverbed and the water becomes cloudy and more polluted.
My children get sick from drinking the river water, so I take them to the clinic, which is in a nearby town called Busa. It is a 3-kilometer walk from my home. The medicine will help, and they will be okay for a while, but the water is still dirty. I know my children will get sick again, as long as they are drinking this river water.
Marituji said that her family is not unusual, that the same is true for most of the families here, that the children have frequent illnesses, and that children have died from the water.
This new water project will bring more peace in my home. Sometimes I'm busy and not able to go fetch water in the morning, and then my husband comes from the farm wanting to take a drink of water. If I say there is no water to drink, then he will get angry at me. Why didn't you go early this morning to fetch water? This is your responsibility.
Women spend 3 to 6 hours every day collecting water, carrying jerry cans that weigh 50 pounds back to their homes so that they can have the water that they need to survive. They don't have a choice. It's water. They have to go get it. But because they're spending all this time collecting water, they can't do other things. Girls can't go to school. Women can't participate in helping earn an income for their families. Our real goal in participating in this kind of work is to break the cycle of poverty. And the first step in that is ending that walk for water, ending the hardship that is placed upon these women, ending the cycle of disease, and allowing women an opportunity to participate in the social and economic life of the community.
My husband and I were at the meeting yesterday where we found out there was enough money for our project to begin. When we returned home, we discussed what this meant for our family. There will be a lot of work involved and many changes for us, but we agreed that we must do this. We have a huge problem here with our water. We agreed that we must participate and we must work hard so that we can improve the lives of our children.
Our local partner organization is very aware that it's the women's job to go collect water. And so in order to ensure that this project is sustained over the long term, it's important that women be involved in that new organizational structure that's being created, whose primary purpose is to manage the water project once it's done. In all the communities who have completed a water project, we've seen a complete transformation in how they view themselves and how they visualize their future and what they're able to achieve. The first step in that is that every single day after a water project is complete, they wake up to this very concrete example of how they were successful. Every time that they go to the tap and turn it on and water is flowing, they're reminded that they solved the biggest problem that faced that community and they solved it successfully.
When my children are old enough to understand, I will tell them how I carried water every day since I was a little girl. I will tell them that I never went to school and that I cannot read or write because I had to help my mother fetch water. But I will also tell them about this time, when we built our water project, how we worked hard to get clean water for our family. I want them to know how lucky they are to be born during this time.